Hello YouTube, this is the Crazy Cycling Blogger. I'm on my second week of holidays. It is Wednesday, July the 6th. I was supposed to put in another solid week of hard training with 3 days of intensity out of 5 days of riding, but I had 2 solid weeks of that sort of training, and I'm just not motivated this week. I'm accumulated some fatigue and I'm tired. So this week is just going to be a fun week, taper week. Plus it's been really hot for around here anyways. Today it was slightly above 80 Fahrenheit, 26, 27 Celsius, which is too warm for me to do intervals. I don't like doing intervals in that kind of heat, especially with the humidity. It's now clouded over. Feels so much better. But I'm just going to go out and do a fun ride here and do some downhills. See what kind of speeds I can reach. Make it a little more interesting for my viewers. So I'm just going to warm up for 10 minutes or so before I get to the first downhill, and I'll see you guys then. Okay, we're approaching first downhill we're going to try. There's 2 that I was going to do. First one's actually straight ahead, but there's a headwind, reasonably strong headwind right off the lake, so I don't think we'll be making any record speed, so we're going to turn right here. And see what we can do a little further down here. What's ideal is if we get a couple cars to catch me just as we go through where it steepens. We'll get a little draft off of them. Going 44 kilometers an hour right now. A couple cars behind me. Here we go. Kilometers an hour. That's with knobby mountain bike tires. I've hit 69k an hour on that hill before with slick tires, plus a different gearing. The cassette I had on here before was an 1132 off-road, so the 4411 was a noticeably much better gear, bigger gear. Now it's a 4412, so effectively, you know, I can't reach the same top speeds on downhills, but for the type of riding I do these days, it gives me a top gear that I can actually use more of the time. So it's a trade-off. See you at the next hill. Okay, here's the next one. This hill isn't quite as big, but there's corner at the bottom. It would be a lot funner to do slicks. Just lazy about changing my tires right now. They're on another bike. Sharp left-hander sweeper. Now we're into a stiff headwind that we would have hit on the other hill. Anyways, that wasn't too exciting. The headwind. So we'll go to the headwind hill. It's pretty steep, so we'll still hit a good speed. Okay, we're coming up on the hill. Hopefully the light turns green by the time we get there. We just climbed uphill for about 2 kilometers. Strong headwind straight off the lake. That's Lake Superior. Light turned, here we go. Well, we did better that time, even with the headwind. We hit 64.9 kilometers an hour. Without the headwind, I think we could have hit 70. That was my supervisor from work that we rode past. Where I live, it's actually quite hilly. I wouldn't say it's mountainous, but it's definitely hilly. When you get further outside of town, you definitely find some big climbs. Nothing crazy. You know, stuff that takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes to get up. But you'll get hit with those one after another. And we're going up right now. used to have, there was a 32 on the back of this thing. Now 27 on the back. Road bike gearing makes hills a little tougher, so that my fitness right now is decent. Of course, I could have shifted out of the big rig, but this bike is essentially now a urban assault vehicle. Essentially spends all its time in the big rig. I don't do much mountain biking anymore. Okay, we're coming up on Dufferin Hill. We're going to pull out about 3/4 of the way up. We'll have to go to the top and then turn around. And if you can tell by the angle of that truck, the steepness, but it's definitely a bitch of a climb. Definitely one of the steepest paved roads around here. The only stuff that's steeper is outside of the city. It's a San Francisco type climb. So we're going to turn around. Hopefully there's no cars turning in. Nope. I doubt I'll really have to pedal much. Just going to glide it and see what kind of speed we hit. Beat our 64K. No, we didn't beat it. I don't know what we hit because it's only recording the maximum speed, which you already hit, and because I was tucking, wasn't looking at the speedo. Had to make sure no cars pulled out of driveways or the side street there. So I think that pretty much wraps it up, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show.